In American culture, college students occupy that vague place between adolescence and adulthood, and in many ways, partying, drinking, and breaking the rules are part of that transitional growing up period. So, while drinking is nothing new in college, what is new is the way college students are doing it today. We went around campus and this is what students have to say.
As far as drug and alcohol abuse at College of Charleston is concerned, I think it is kind of an issue. I think that Charleston as a whole kind of has an issue with drugs and alcohol, and I can't really speak for all students when I say whether or not it affects their grades, but I can see why it would, and I think that people that struggle with drugs and alcohol would probably have a more difficult time just getting all their academic work done in general, because addictions do occupy a lot of time and money and energy.
Yeah, I think that there's, a lot of substance abuse and a lot of things that really go on that problems that don't get fixed. I think more so probably with the younger students. They just get out of high school and then they really just go crazy, and we see it all the time. I think a lot doesn't get done about it. I think it's just like the way we are. We're in college, we get so drunk, it's like you have such a hard week at school, you been studying for exams all week, Friday comes around, you just get plastered. And that's just the way it is. I've done it, still do it sometimes, but I definitely have a problem with mixing alcohol and stuff like that with schoolwork. That stuff, I just can't do it. I know my limits, I cannot drink heavily and then go to class the next night, so I just don't do it anymore.
I went out before a test. I thought, oh, I've got some time, went out the night before, and got my worst grade in my sexual psychology class because I was extremely hungover for my test. So I definitely personally think it does have an effect on your grades.
I think that drugs are very common on the College of Charleston campus, actually, through the multiple parties, not even excluding sorority or fraternity parties, just household parties. There's constantly drugs and alcohol, and most of the people are underage that do consume them, which then affects their grades because they're not studying, which then affects the campus and our program and actual admissions. So yes, I do think that there is a problem.
Alcohol in general, it's basically a personal responsibility issue. It's devoting your time. If you feel you can devote enough time and to get all your schoolwork done before you decide to do that, I guess it's fine. But if you're the type of person where you can't control yourself and you can't really budget your time to where you can balance the two, it's kind of one of those things where you're probably abusing it and you should probably do something about it. But most of the students are, I'm a little older, but 18 to 22, you just got out of the house, you just want to try new things, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of times you have to make mistakes to, learn from them.
So as a couple of drinks may help you out socially and make the night a little more enjoyable, always remember to drink responsibly and never forget that drinking is not a game. For CTV, I'm Cristobal Garcia.